Why, do you smell something burning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just lit something.
Okay. Good to know.
We have started. This is Fido number 68. Fido Live 68.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's toward the end of October, and it's 85 degrees in this room.
That's it? Just 85?
That's
Feels
what the
so much.
That's what the thermometer says.
Yeah.
Well, hello, good evening. Welcome to Fido, your only source for Bad Dog Go Lie Down. This is the live stream. Let's go over what the chief colorist did last week. Let's see, this is Monday the 30th of October. It's already been recorded, so this goes into the time chamber vault from here. Bo says, okay, Halloween costume check. I don't want any trouble out of you two this year. Felicia, I'm a cat. You did this joke last year. Still scary though. And here's Fido in his Halloween costume. It's something original. He's got like a bowler hat and a mustache and a noose around his neck and a suit covered in blood with a knife.
An adorable outfit, by the way. We went above and beyond this year, my love.
So here is Fido in his Halloween costume. Let's get a close up of that costume. Yes, I want to see kids wearing that all over the place. And neighborhood kids, we have Elvis, Frankenstein, and I guess the wife has made her into Hula Girl. Hey, look at that dog! Hey, look at that dog! What's he doing? Teaching you a life lesson, as Felicia is back here stealing that candy. Why is there a bunch of angry kids at the door? Tell them class dismissed. As they're eating the Halloween candy.
Those poor kids.
Now there is the Halloween episode of Fido. We celebrate Halloween every year. Here is Wednesday, November 1st. We have Felicia sitting amongst the wreckage of the TV, and the bear's been knocked over, and yeah. What happened here? I've noticed humans do not like to not have the answers to everything, and will usually make up an answer for something they do not know. Do that. Fido, bad dog. Good human.
Good human. Good human.
You see Fido peeking out here. He's got to be in his own comic strip. All right, that is the
Well,
November.
he should be in his own comic strip.
Well, here is second day of November. Dino's playing a video game in the foreground here, and Felicia asks him, Dino, why do people wear clothes? What? Why are you asking me that? And Fido's in the background looking out the window. Well, she's been dancing around without clothes over there all day. Dino runs to the window. Where? She got dressed and left a few minutes ago. Why? I missed it.
Aww.
Want us to dance for you? We're not wearing any clothes. There's that. And that's Tuesday the 2nd. Those all go into deep storage as they've all been recorded. And where are we with the new stuff? There's the 4th. Here's Friday the 3rd. Where are they Friday? They're in a bar. Let's get some light out on this. Customarily, I have a little, what they call schmeg or schmear right there in the bottom. Always that bottom corner of the first panel. So I always hit it with my hand. Common problem. At least it's out of the panel, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Yeah, I hate using whiteout on anything that she has to color, because then the color looks all terrible in that particular area. I can do the whiteout here in this word blue. Probably will later on. It's got a double line with the brush. Oh, we'll probably fix that after I do the erasures. Cat Boss.
Yes.
Wait a minute, I gotta do a Cat Boss voice, so let's prime the pipes. Dino is talking to the Cat Boss as a drink special, $1. What is this $1 drink special? It is $1. Does it taste good? It is $1. How much alcohol is in it? It is $1. I'll have 20. That's all he's got in his wallet. Can you drink 20? It is $1. So Fido does not like to work on Friday, so here he is coming late to the set and just strolling in. He doesn't have any lines. He's just gonna sit there. He wanted to put it in his contract that he didn't have to work Fridays, but well, we still drag his ass in because he's got a pay or play contract. Here is the Saturday, and boy is this one busy. I'm still gonna do a line here, and since I don't have my brush out. Oh, I'll wait until I get the brush going. I missed a line right here. There's my pencil. Probably have missed many other lines. That's just one I glare. Oh, right here. I missed the arch. I'm gonna remember to do that when I get the brush out. Fido and Felicia. The trees are naked again. Yeah, it happens every year. What a mess. I'm not cleaning it up. That's what we have humans for. So that's a typical Saturday strip. Kind of looks kind of Calvin and Hobbesian. And it's outdoors, all these bright, vibrant colors. Hoping that the chief colorist will take the reference and run with it. Give her something to do. Let's put that aside. We're going to do some more inking on that. And here is the Tuesday of this next week. Difficult to see what's going on here because it's just pencil marks. But let's see, do I get the reference? Yeah, they're at a train station. There we go. They're basically at an Orange Line train station, so hopefully the chief colorist will get this reference from me. Probably won't. I get the fence in the foreground.
Orange Line?
Fido and Felicia. Well, a dog and Felicia. Fido, where have you been? I'm over here. Oh, all you dogs look the same to me. See, she went to a different dog. Thought it was Fido. This one has this one has a tail.
Oh.
Doesn't look as much like a meth addict like Fido does.
Oh,
Fido does certainly have a.
no, he doesn't.
He does have a certain gauntness about it. It's like, the vodka shows Fido. I will put that aside. Here is Monday. Okay, this one comes before that one. Difficult to see because it's just light pencil, but it's Felicia in the kitchen, and she's looking down at a glass that's on the countertop, and she's got all these calculations and formulas going through her mind. So I think we have gravity there, we have force application, well. And then she gets down on the ground, she's got a ruler and she's measuring, so I'll do the dotted triangle here, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, so all the other formulas. This is actual particle movement theory, a bunch of other stuff that she's calculating. And then finally she sits up on the counter and just tucks the glass over. It was an accident. Kind of like how she's sort of sitting here looking all so innocent, legs and arms folded, as if she hadn't planned that. Alright, so there's the Monday. Alright, here's Wednesday of this week. Fido and Bo. You're supposed to bring the ball back. Then why did you throw it away? Felicia. And Felicia comes up and socks Fido in the face and gets the ball and throw it again. I like this game. No, I think those. Yep, that's everything for this week. Let's get the brush out here and we'll fix what I didn't finish yet and get to work on some of these other things.
So what do you have to give me today?
Well, the problem is this one won't be, I would be giving you this Saturday the 4th, but it won't be dry.
Oh.
So you're not getting anything.
I'm not?
Well, yeah, this is going to have to sit until later on tonight when
okay.
it'll be dry enough. It's very busy and I don't need to have too many, I can probably get away with a lot of smudges, but let's not have too many. Okay, look at our brush selection this week. Woohoo, we got like 6 of them. Here's the new one. As you can tell, it's very light, it's hardly been used because I really don't like the point. We're going to go to one of the older ones that has a nice established point. These brushes are made from the finest Himalayan tree squirrel pubic hair. The reason why they're so expensive is we have to send the Sherpa up the mountain to actually denude the squirrel. And well, the Himalayan tree squirrel has become craftier over the years, so it's more and more difficult. But they've also become randier. And the problem is, you want the virgin squirrels to get that really nice, beautiful point. There's the randy squirrels through friction and such, blunt their pubic hair. which is why we have stuff like the new brush here. Like the really, that squirrel's had a lot of action.
Oh my. You know, never when I thought, when I started, coloring your strip and.
You never
These
thought you'd
artists
learn
have-
so much about squirrels, did you?
Right, no, never thought I'd learn so much about the squirrel pubic hair.
That's what I'm here for. I educate the world about Himalayan tree squirrels. Okay, cartoonists are the dirtiest, filthiest creatures on the face of this planet, so I must wear this glove. And also because we are so dirty and filthy, I usually like to have a piece of paper that I can put over this so I can keep from smearing or adding more dirt to the actual comic strip.
And who is today's piece of paper?
Well,
And what is
we turn to my stack of stuff, and this is one of my oldest pieces of paper. It was a Disney celebrating 100 years, or 90 of them good, and we've changed their name to Disney. But this week, we happened to see the South Park Pandaverse special.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We certainly did.
On Paramount Plus, and thinking, geez, this ought to really help Paramount Plus get subscribers. We only have this thing because we want free delivery from Walmart. What a horrible streaming service.
Horrible?
I was going to say clumsy, but I just decided to say horrible streaming service because not only is the interface clumsy, but what's on it. And if they didn't screw up Star Trek, I would have it just to get good Star Trek. But they don't have good Star Trek. They have Kurtzman Trek. And I think I made the joke last week. If you travel back through time, would you kill Hitler or would you stop Kurtzman from making Star Trek? J.J. Abrams too.
Oh, that's tough. That's like Sophie's Choice.
So
You can only do one of them?
I'll get back to the problem I have with this particular panel here, but we tried to stream another TV show after this, and you can't stream on Paramount. Once you go from one episode of something to another, it bombs. The voice descripting track comes on, and then you start getting one of those wait circles, and then finally, error is a problem. You've got to exit out of that and then go in and select the next episode manually, and then it'll work fine. And it happens every time. When an episode ends, you're going to naturally go to the next one. It does the same circle, bomb, can't do it. Descriptive void narrator is starting to tell you, and he puts on a tie and ties the tie around it and sits down and looks pensive. I don't want voice descriptive crap.
I don't need to know these things.
So, Cartman begins. Okay, spoilers in case anyone.
Yeah. Go.
Cartman begins having strange dreams where he, Stan, Kyle, and Kenny, and Butters as well, are ethnically diverse women instead of little white boys. Yeah, he starts ranting and raving about the multiverse and Disney's race swapping agenda, convinced that Kathleen Kennedy is out to get him. His friends laugh him off until he's suddenly replaced by a older black woman of color. Why did I say black of color? No idea. Who claims to be Eric Cartman. Woohoo.
Woohoo.
Meanwhile, at Integrity Farms, Randy Marsh is trying to teach his kids how to do useful things. So he gets them up out of bed and says, okay, look, the oven door is broken. Now, I'm going to teach you how to do stuff that you need to learn how to do. Now, what you do is you get your cell phone and you call the handyman. Hi, this is Mr. Marsh. My oven door is broken. Please come and fix it. And he hangs up. Now, done. That's how he teaches his kids how to be self-sufficient.
Can I just interject with a small story?
Sure, go ahead.
I was at my friend's house years ago when I was in college, and I showed up with her boyfriend, and the two of us came in the house, and my friend was putting together shelving, and the boyfriend, my friend and her father were putting together shelving, and the boyfriend joked, "Oh, this is when you should call a handyman." And that girl's father looked at him like, "You will never date my daughter again." It was the funniest thing in the world, because right after he said it, I think saw what we all saw. And it was like, well, so he tried to dial it back, like, oh, just, if you're busy or just to give them work, and it was like, but anyway, I just thought of that when you were talking about that.
So the handyman shows up, and of course he has to go to Home Depot to get a part. He'll be back in a couple of weeks, and Randy can't bribe him sufficiently to stay. So Randy comes to the harsh reality that all these years in college have been wasted. And that's the B storyline. We carry on we carry on with Cartman. He's at a psychiatrist, trying to tell the psychiatrist why he can't sleep. He's having these reoccurring dreams of Kathleen Kennedy trying to get him. And the psychiatrist says, no, what you're really afraid of is artificial intelligence taking your job. What you should do is go to college and find a career that cannot be done by artificial intelligence. So the psychiatrist has a problem with an outlet. He calls a handyman, and the handyman shows up. Oh, I gotta go to Home Depot to get a part. See you in a couple of weeks. Basically same storyline. And the handyman the psychiatrist tries to bribe the handyman. The handyman not going to take any of his bribes, and he says, well, I'll give you some of my psychiatric services. Wouldn't that be valuable to you? And he says, no, I use chat AI, Freud AI for all my psychiatric uses. Even the psychiatrists have been replaced by AI. So they all. This is the fare of the white middle class. It's actually, well, it's not a racial thing. It's fare of the middle class. AI is going to steal their career. So the third scene of the show. That was the third scene. We have. This is where I wanted to bring this up. They bring us to these characters, which are the diversity swaps for the boys. Now, I'm glad that I had this cut off here because they made a big mistake. The woman that they have for Cartman, she's not all that fat. In fact, the woman playing Stan is almost fatter than her. So let me do a little cartoonist redesign. What the South Park people need to do is more of a body positive. Who's that singer? Lizzo, yeah. They need a more Lizzo-like character here. Someone, the baby got back, but they did not have the balls in South Park to do this properly. So, as a cartoonist, I'm going to help them out here. There you go. That's probably how a female, diverse Cartman should have looked. Glad to help you out there, Matt and Trey. I hope that the lesson has been learned. So where were we?
Where were we?
Yeah.
You barely touched on it.
Yeah, the psychiatrist says, your fear isn't about Disney replacing everything you love. Your fear is about being replaced by AI. Yeah, okay. The news reporter is in his bathroom lamenting on how he hasn't been able to get a handyman to fix his tiles. Randy on a couch asking Siri how to fix his oven. Siri actually gives good advice. But she does suggest in the end to find an unlicensed worker, which is code for illegal alien. Where do you find one of them? Of course, the Home Depot parking lot. And when Randy pulls up, there are a bunch of white-collar workers there trying to sell their services. So we have an accountant, a graphic designer, the reporter. I'll report things for you if you'll come and fix various things in their houses. So Randy joins this group, and we switch. Actually, is that yes? Yeah. One of the actual handyman shows up. He's got a Louis Vuitton baseball baseball cap on, which was kind of funny. His vehicle's all pimped up. So we switched to Universe 216B. I had to write that down so I remember it. This is where all the stunning and diverse women are that have replaced our boys. This is their Universe 216B. And they do the same scene we did earlier of the boys with a little caper of farting on some little girl, but done by these diverse and stunning women. Is this where Cartman appears? I believe it is. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Cartman drops through a rift into this whole universe, tries to, freaks out and runs away. Back to the normal world, the stunning and diverse body positive Cartman appears, and she tries to convince the boys that she is Cartman. They're not buying any of this, whatever, miss, and they go off, and she goes to PC Principal and PC Principal forces the boys to accept their new stunning diverse Cartman. And you have a problem. Let's see, are there any actual cute quotes here? There's a diverse female where Cartman used to be, and you don't like that. It doesn't make any sense. Probably doesn't. You probably don't like the Indiana Jones was replaced by a woman either, or a Black Spider-Man. And they say, no, Miles Morales is cool. He's an actual character with an actual storyline. No, we have no problem with him. Oh, you're obviously a racist if you are upset by poor storylines.
Obviously racist. Undoubtedly.
Okay. So we carry on. You boys fear that your white culture is being replaced, blah, 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 blah. We get all that crap. So now the boys are stuck with their new Cartman. Back to your alternative dimension. Cartman's passed out in the classroom, and they got all these stunning, diverse women sitting around, but they all have to be in this like pose. One has her leg up on the chair with her legs spread. The other one's back here with her hand up in her hair. They're all posed. Whereby in a real South Park world, the kids would just be sitting in their seats. So, Matt and Trey are trying to make a point here about how these stunning and diverse women are used, but not a point that I care about. They will not accept the little white boy, so Cartman is duly arrested and ends up in the police station, where all the police characters that we normally know in the South Park universe have been replaced by gender and race swapped people. And while they're interrogating Cartman, they hear that Kathleen Kennedy is downstairs. She's looking for Cartman.
Oh no.
This is Cartman's biggest fear. He dives out of the window of the police station. And then we have a bit where Kathleen Kennedy is stalking Cartman down the streets of South Park. We get to see all the South Park regular characters race swapped and gender swapped, including Jimbo and the guy with the harmonica in his neck.
Why can't I think of his name?
Whatever his name is.
Yeah.
We come to an alley where Cartman runs into a sign for KFC, but the Colonel has been replaced by a black woman with huge breasts. So that actually kind of makes sense. And
Oh, so that one you're not concerned about.
Kathleen Kennedy corners her in an alley and says that she's on his side. Dun dun dun. Cue the music, and we do a cut to let's see, where's the alleyway? The cafeteria scene. Yes, where new Cartman, while stealing tater tots from Kenny's tray, or other guy's tray, says that we've got to do something to get me back to my universe. Let's steal your. Is Kyle's mom still a big fat bitch in this universe? Oh, good, yeah. Well, let's steal her credit card, and we'll go to Best Buy to get a supercomputer to fix all this. And she has Kyle's mom's credit card number, which the chief colorist thought was a plot hole. would the credit card number be the same in this universe or not? I don't know.
No, that wasn't the
What
plot
would the
hole.
plot hole be, Chief Colorist?
She said we have to get permission, right?
Yeah.
What did she say right before that? We have to go.
Well, to Best Buy to buy a computer system.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
she said something.
But yeah,
about
she
we
does
had-
say we have to get permission to use Kyle's mom's credit card.
Right, but if she already has the number,
I
she's
use.
been using
Well,
it.
why do you have the number? She says because I use it all the time.
Right. So why
Well,
would
maybe
she
she's
write
had
it?
trouble using it in the past, and has learned it by having her
But
permission.
she uses it all the time.
Which is why she's smart enough now to get the permission of Kyle's mom, permission slip with Kyle's mom's name on it. Yes.
Yeah, talk your way out of that. however you
Yeah,
want.
whatever. It's not South Park's best work. You have to remember that they push these things out in less than a week's worth of writing. There's probably more writing and fight. Well, no, I'm not going to compare. I'm not going to compare us. Whether we spend more time on our various projects. They're apples and oranges. So yeah, that needed some writing there. So
Yes.
Randy Marsh is leading a group of white collar workers to attack a university, a college, for taking their money and wasting their time. And they're gonna storm it with a catapult. And catapult arrives, it's still in the IKEA box, so they need to hire a handyman to put the catapult together. Oh, that's that joke.
Oh, I thought you were going to say more. Nope, that was it, huh?
Let's see, wait a minute. 8 years in college wasted. You give these okay. Randy says something really weird at the end of the scene here. You give these billionaires your money, and then another billionaire comes and profits off that. Society is so fucked up. So, okay, you give the billionaires all your money. So I guess he's saying they've given the colleges, the billionaires, all their money, and now the other billionaires come around, which are now the handymen, the guys who didn't go to college. The society is fucked up. Yeah, it's a Randy Marsh statement, so we'll try to figure out what's going on there later on. Meanwhile, at Disney Studios, we have the Disney board, and I wanted to print up a picture of what they're calling the Disney board. That's, I don't mind how they characterize Bob Iger, but I would have liked to have gone through most of these people. A majority of the Disney board come from pharmaceutical reps and a few other companies. Nobody here is qualified for their job beyond the point that they're loyal to Bob Iger, which is why.
Well, loyalty is hard to come by these days, you know?
Yeah, but well, we do all have this photo here of Iger under a picture of a sad Mickey, and all his Oscars behind him, all of Disney's Oscars, not Iger's. But I wish I could have gotten a shot of the actual Disney board. I'll try to do that for you for next week. Because, I don't think we're completely done going through all this yet. So, back to the story. Meanwhile, at Disney Studios, quote, "Something is wrong with this universe. Our stocks are down, and every Disney movie has failed. Well, I don't know what's wrong. We're making the same movie over and over again, and it's not working."
Why is that? Excuse me.
The definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Otherwise known as cognitive dissonance. That might be a callback.
Oh, that's...
That might be a callback from a few episodes ago. A Wall Street analyst says Disney's problem is cognitive dissonance. They keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. It's a failed business model, which I'll get to later on, which the South Park guys did not address or did not realize. Disney is a failed business model. Anyway, finally they come to the conclusion that I think the problem is Kathleen Kennedy. And like every collective breath was held. Matt and Trey finally going to hit upon something here? Nah.
No.
Spoilers. Nah, they're not. I
Not
felt
at
so inspired. Oh, the problem is Kathleen Kennedy. No,
They
no.
finally did it. They finally did it.
Yeah. Well, the board acts all as if they're all scared of her, and right now she's out there screwing up the remake of Bambi, which is actually being made now, but Kathleen Kennedy has nothing to do with it. And they've got this character out there, the Cartman Kennedy, doing her signature lame phrase: "Put a chick in it, make her gay, and make it lame."
Make her
Tell-
super good.
telling us that Matt and Trey really haven't realized what the problem is yet. But okay, well, baby steps, boys, baby steps. All right, we cut back to the cafeteria, where Butters explains that Cartman, that the old Cartman has disappeared, and the black woman has a plan. Yeah, we did that. Police, Kyle, police station. Yeah, I'm back a few pages here. Yeah, let me get my notes settled so I can continue inking and go over this epic storyline. Yeah.
Well, someone must do it, honey.
The white collar people are outside a country club protesting the rich, which in this case now are the handymen. And the handymen have one bought Instagram. They're upset with each other because one outbid the other. We're going to have an MMA fight. No, I'll beat you to the moon. So now the handymen are acting like
Jeff
Bezos and
Elon.
Elon Musk. Yeah, yes, they're the new Bezos and Musk. Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Stunning diverse Cartman assembles a new computer. Kyle's mom comes in and complains. He gets her to up her internet speed. So Cartman's working hard on some sort of fix for this whole problem, which will be done later. Randy's dad is home trying to give fatherly advice to Shelley. Don't go to college. Maybe get an internship with a handyman. Let me call the handyman now. The handymen are in space having battles with their space cruisers. Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about the handyman anymore.
Yeah. Back to Disney. Disney says that they use an AI program to find out that this is a different Kathleen Kennedy. This is not her Kathleen Kennedy, the wonderful one that does all the great work, but this is a new one that has suddenly appeared. They've used an AI, and they finally discovered that this Kathleen Kennedy, looks a lot like Eric Cartman. So the whole Disney board is now off to South Park to find Eric Cartman.
They are.
Yeah, to try to figure out. They have in their basement something they call a panda stone. And I was expecting, because they went right to City Walk after that, the panda stone was going to have something to do with the little teddy bear-like character, creature that only China owns. I thought they were going to go in that direction.
I thought they would actually do yeah.
But no, they didn't. So we'll learn more about the panda stone later. I think it's something they never get into. So Kathleen Kennedy is having dinner with Cartman at Shitty Walk, and we get to see the stunning and diverse Shitty Walk owner play. Fun seeing the characters. So we get some particular points here. Where? Okay, we did the video. Yeah. To stop her from undoing the Pandaverse completely, Cartman kept. Cartman kept on sending Kathleen Kennedy hate mail, calling her the C word, and the more hate mail she received, the more she reacted, trying to make this a better, less racist and sexist world, and thus is why she kept on going back to the Panda Stone and doing the same thing over and over again. Then she did it too much, and suddenly this creature right here came from another dimension and took her place. So I guess what we're thinking here is that Kathleen Kennedy once did a good job, and then suddenly she started doing a bad job because of all the hate mail.
Now, did she know that?
What came first, chicken or the egg?
Did she know that the hate mail all came from Cartman until this episode? Because that might have changed things.
Well, that is the fight in the end.
Oh, okay.
We're going through a few more.
Okay.
The Disney execs finally meet up with the white collar people out of work. Out of handyman services, and they come to the conclusion that they need a place with a broken hinge. Well, they end up in Randy's kitchen.
They need a place with integrity.
Yeah, integrity, and a
broken door.
Yeah, you're right, and that turns out, yeah, that's the line. So Randy brings them to
Integrity Falls.
Yeah, farms. Yeah.
Farms.
So Randy brings them to his farm. They do a stupid MacGuffin bit where they tie Randy on a rope and got the Panda Stone in the oven, and they send him off into an alternative universe where he gets his clothing changed. And okay, boys are in the background, making the observation that this is kind of lame and horrible writing. Just because you're doing that in your own show, guys, doesn't make it clever. But okay.
But they think it's
By this point, Cartman and KK have reconciled. I was so wrong about Kathleen Kennedy. She's so awesome. Yep, that is a line that comes out of Cartman's mouth. And Kathleen Kennedy says, "From now on, we are only going to make original content that doesn't pander." And the Disney executive says, "Sure, Kathy."
So the panderer being pandered?
So there was a lot of, when the news of this came out, a lot of the guys on the internet and WDW Pro and such were saying, "Oh wow, how is Disney going to respond to this? A shot across their bow from Matt and Trey. Oh no, what is Disney ever going to do? What are they going to do? They're going to fucking ignore it." This thing actually made them look good.
Yeah, they're going to pretend.
South Park missed the fact that an untalented person who never learned anything in all her years working under the best people in the industry has a job that she should not have. And I'm going to say, well,
you're going to say that
she only
is a lot hotter out
she only has it because she's stunning and diverse.
No, like I said, you're gonna say she only, the weather outside is a lot warmer than you thought it was.
Yeah, it's 85 degrees in here.
I know.
And here's a picture of Kathleen Kennedy, making her look about as good as they could, as if she has a cluttered desk. I've seen Kathleen Kennedy's desk. There's nothing on it. Let's just fix this for you, Matt and Trey. These, I guess, are supposed to be all the hate mails. Why do you print up hate emails?
Why do you print up any email? Yes, you're right.
Why do you print up South Park photos? Why? Because I want to keep the page clean.
Yes, there's a purpose. A distinct purpose.
So, here's our pinup girl. And I think South Park did a pretty good job with her. Besides, the editorial wise. Yeah, let's see. How do you make a multi-million-dollar franchise? You give Kathleen Kennedy a multi-billion-dollar franchise.
So funny, that's so funny. And so
I certainly hope Nelson Peltz gets at least 2, maybe 3 board seats and gets rid of Iger and puts Kathy on the unemployment line where she belongs. Time to retire, Kathy. You're like 80 years old, aren't you? There's not much more you can do in this career, Kathy. You fucked everything up. You haven't killed you haven't destroyed Howard the Duck yet, but you did good in the end there with Willow. Your failure is almost complete, Kathy.
Don't give her credit.
So, I should remind everybody that Aquaman 2 is coming out in theaters, and director Mia DaCosta is separating herself from it, saying that it is not her film, and she was just hired for her race and gender.
Oh my.
Oh my. Well, Mia,
Them some fighting words.
I give you your props for realizing what's going on. The Marvels is coming out in a couple weeks.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
And, I don't believe Aquaman's coming out.
There's been a great conspiracy. There is a great conspiracy on the internet, and that conspiracy is Brie Larson's ass.
Oh my.
Here's Brie Larson's ass in 2019. You might remember it from her original Captain Marvel thing. And here's Brie Larson's ass today. And we want to know whether that's Photoshop. Or has Brie actually been building all this muscle, doing all this yoga? So perhaps we'll learn the mystery of Brie Larson's ass in Marvels, coming to a theater near you, from Disney. Now, Disney's just started advertising the Marvels. I think I've done a better job advertising the Marvels right here.
Yeah.
Learn all about Brie Larson's ass.
Oh my. Oh my.
See the Marvels
Larson's ass.
in theaters near you.
Marvel at Brie Larson's ass.
Does Brie Larson now have a marvelous ass? People want to know.
No.
They
I don't think
they
they
did
do.
a bit with this picture, and then Tobey Maguire in his Spider-Man suit, and Tobey had a better ass.
Oh. Let's not make fun of the poor lady's anatomy.
I'm not making fun of her anatomy. I'm just asking, is it real or is it Photoshop?
Whatever.
Not only is Brie an ass, but does she have one? We can't say that. We like Brie around here now because she's become fun again. Unlike that Snow White bitch.
So, is it still 80-something degrees in here?
It's still 85 degrees in this room. Yes, indeed it is.
So it's going to be like 95 in the bedroom.
Yeah, it's
And hotter than whatever in the other room.
I do this to everyone. A little smiley here on Mia's face. I think she needs it. Okay. Always happy to help out as a cartoonist. Oh, and hey, happy 48th and a half year anniversary to Monty Python's Holy Grail, and it's coming back to theaters soon.
Yeah.
That's actually something worth fucking watching because
I-
I was just born when that film came out, so it's great that I'll finally get to see it in a theater. I didn't catch that until it came out on a VHS. It was the thing hip kids did to
I know.
watch Monty Python and act as if you knew all about them.
I did not see it as a kid either, and I think it's good. I think it would be excellent to see it as an adult with whatever is that's supposed to be in it.
I wish we had.
Nothing taken out.
I wish we had theaters.
I know.
We don't have theaters anymore.
You and I would have to go probably good 15 miles before we found something.
They,
Although actually, no, there's some in the city, but
the
those are hard to get to.
one of the last Sears stores is in
Mhm.
Braintree, Massachusetts, and
Mhm.
they're closing it soon.
Mhm.
So I was thinking to myself, if I wanted to actually go to a store and buy something that I would normally buy at Sears, I guess back in the day it would be when I was in high school, I think I got my jeans there, Levi 501 blues.
Yeah.
And when I was an adult, I think I got a lawnmower there. But what store would I go to today if I wanted to purchase those products now that Sears is gone? Well, the theaters are gone. Now that something's finally coming, Monty Python's Holy Grail is coming to theaters near us. There are no theaters near us.
Don't you all see what the problem is here? Say theaters within 2 hours of a drive. Don't say theaters near us.
Irving camera 1. We're gonna move a close up here on this frame. So that's good job, Irving. We'll get right there in off Brie Larson's ass.
Has Irving been around long enough to deserve a raise yet?
What do you think? Should we? Let's go. Well, I want to keep Brie Larson's ass in the frame, so yeah, we'll leave it like
Oh
that.
God! Said no one ever. I shall return. Will you
So what have we learned
listen? Brie Larson does not have a buttocks.
in today's episode?
Brie Larson does not have buttocks. And
No. That's still the jury is still out. We're gonna.
And South Park didn't know how to do this correctly.
South Park dropped the ball when they said the problem is Kathleen Kennedy. The air came out of the room. Everyone went. Are they gonna tell the truth? Are they? And these South Park guys, they hit both sides equally. Ha 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 ha. Oh, fuck you. Matt and Trey can be just as out of touch as anyone else.
There was the equal footing on the in the chef episode when they had him being killed 17 different times.
Let's get a glass here. Now I screwed up at this glass originally and made a curve, outside curve. Let's get a straight line here to make it look more like a pint glass. And what the hell? Let's do some of the other small objects in the background. There's always a beer bottle here on the table, and this garbage can is always full of, you guessed it, beer bottles. But man does not live on beer alone, so there's a takeout package right there. All right, the rest. Remember, I said last week I was going to use the ruler less. We'll try to see if I can get as many of these lines in free-handed. To try to give it a more cartoony feel. I think if I do all the lines in the same direction at once and I'm not moving my hand around all that much, I can probably get a consistent line. Come with me, Brie Larson's ass. Said no one ever. And if I plant my hand here, right on Brie Larson's old ass, and I think it's flat enough that I can steady my hand and make this straight line. Hey, we'll call this the mystery of Brie Larson's ass. Yep, I came up with a title. Is that clickbaity enough or what?
Works for me.
This Brie Larson's ass thing is not as is an internet meme going around. So it's not my original creation. I'm just addressing it here because I need to get Brie Larson back in my life. Said no one ever.
You gonna be okay over there, buddy?
Okay, I'm so droll. It's the new sh- she said yeah, it's the new that's what she said.
Yeah.
Anything related to Brie Larson?
Said no one.
I think that's I got a few lines down here. I might be able to freehand.
Oh, weren't we gonna look it up because they said something? Oh no, it was a TV show. They had said something about her husband, but they were talking about TV show.
Yeah. I did look it up, and I think she was engaged to some hunky-looking guy a while ago. I don't know. The absolute distaste for the woman made it so that I really had a hard time continuing to go much further in my research. So, beyond seeing a couple of photos of her supposedly with her fiance, I know very little about Miss Larson's real life. She tried to do that YouTube show, and well, here we go. This is actually a photo still from her YouTube show where she did yoga and such. And I don't think they'd spend all the money doing if they were going to spend all the money to give her a fake ass, they would have removed the love handles on the side here. So, yeah. I think the mystery of Brie Larson's ass is that she's actually worked out. See, she did no preparation to play Captain Marvel, and now she's done some preparation to play the character in the sequel. Too little, too late. But I can't wait to see the Marvels coming to a theater near you November 10th, so that we can see if Brie Larson. Well, we can see Brie Larson's new ass.
Okay, did you say you saw her next to some hunky guy?
Yeah, well, what's up?
The man that's on this picture that was her fiance for a while until 2019 is like a skinny boy musician.
Ah. Oh yeah, Bree was a musician, apparently.
Well, she
one of her songs was in Scott Pilgrim.
She was in Scott Pilgrim.
Was she?
Yeah, that was her singing it.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. That was all new to me.
Wow, Bree's had a bigger career than we think.
Oh wow, did you ever see her signature?
No.
That was just weird. Her B and her L look exactly alike.
Really?
Yes. Hold up, can you
sure.
grab it from somewhere?
Yeah, let's let the audience. So there's a study of signatures called graphology. Yeah, that is not shown on. There we go on the camera.
Right?
Yeah.
Her B and her L look exactly alike. How do
Oh, I know what we're doing here. See, look, it's the same shape as Brie Larson's ass.
Oh, good lord.
Wow. Yeah, look, right there. That's the old Brie Larson ass. Wow. Brie Larson's signature has changed alongside of her ass.
I was just going to say, which one changed? Did her signature change to reflect her butt, or did her butt change to reflect her signature? I think her butt changed to reflect her signature.
Well, we will, this evening, solve the mystery of Brie Larson's ass. I assure you.
Yeah, that's okay. You can do that on your own. Let me know. When you get the answer, you can let me know.
Hmm. 'Cause, 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 gotta write this down. Oh, hey, Irving, camera one. You're not catching all of this. Well, that's a tentative title. Oh, well, we spend half the show talking about friggin' South Park, and we're going to end up calling it Brie Larson's ass.
I don't know how that happened. That's you.
Alright, let's get... The cat is carefully measuring everything. She's got her 25-foot Stanley tape measurer down here. Which is, of course, a fine scientific instrument. Now, I really should use a ruler for the tape measure, because if it isn't absolutely straight, you kill the joke.
Did you know that Larson is not Bree's name?
No, I did not know that Larson is not Bree's name.
Bree is not her name.
It's a stage name.
Yes, well,
Wow.
it's close, but her first name is Brianna.
Ah, well, that's
Brianne.
close enough.
I know, that is close enough. Brianne. Her second name is one of those Irish kind of names, I think, where it's spelled something different, but it's probably like Sydney. Sidonnie, so it's probably Sydney. Sydney. But anyway, her last name is DeSaulniers.
Ah.
DeSaulniers.
And actually, now that I'm freehanding all the lines, this makes this joke work better, because I used a ruler on the ruler.
Ah,
So it makes...
meta.
Let's get the glass here. Makes the visual joke better, I believe. Alright, now let's see, what lines are we going to try to freehand first off? Can we touch the... let's put Brie Larson's ass over the cat so that we don't smudge her. Let's see if we can get a nice firm footing for our wrists, our hand, on Bree's flat ass. And then we'll move it over to her bulbous, voluptuous ass to try to get... There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to try to do... Maybe we'll spin the... Try to get these lines as straight as possible, freehanding them. I think we're running out of ink. So who would have thought Bree's under an assumed name?
I know.
All these Hollywood phonies. We
What's
thought your
wrong?
name was Larson. Your name was actually Costello. What was it?
DeSaulniere.
Sounds French.
That's what I said. Well,
I thought you said Irish.
Well, yeah, I said Irish, but well. Oh, I'm sorry, I left out an N. DeSaulniers.
S-A-U-L-N. Okay. DeSauln.
IERS.
DeSaulniers.
Well, okay.
So Brittany DeSaulniers. What's her?
Brianne.
Brianne DeSaulniers.
Brianne Sydney DeSaulniere. But Sydney is spelled Sidonnie.
Ooh.
I know, that's what I said.
Brianne Sydney DeSaulniers. All right. Whatever.
Doesn't say she was born. She was born in Sacramento, California.
It's going to be wonderful to see her in Captain Marvel coming to theaters soon.
She was born in Sacramento, California. So that doesn't.
She's a California girl.
Her parents were homeopathic chiropractors.
That means that they sucked at their job.
They were homeopathic chiropractors.
So they weren't effective. Kind of like her.
She was mostly homeschooled. Oh, that.
Yeah, that was a problem. That's a problem. Socialization. Poor Miss Larson has got a socialization problem.
Wow.
Yep.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not against it, because do what you want.
Oh yeah.
You know.
It's usually a good idea, but you are going to get a kid coming out in the end who's going to be a little strange.
Well, surprisingly enough, I think that there's been such an uptick in homeschooling. It has its moments, but that they've actually developed like homeschooling clubs and things like that, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, try to get this kid into as much socialization as possible.
Exactly. And dare I say the parents too, because if you're just dealing with your one kid and not seeing other kids,
Yeah.
that's a little problematic too. But
I mean, freehanding these lines. Whew, wow.
you're so good.
I owe it all to Bree's ass.
Said
Said-
no one ever. I thought you were going to continue that.
Yeah.
Said no one ever.
Well, I wasn't sure if it worked there.
Well,
We've unlocked many of the mysteries of Bree's ass in this episode, but I'm sure there are many more fascinating things in there.
that sounded really, really bad. Well, it did.
Well, I'm proud of you, Bree, if you actually have improved your ass like this. All right, now what we want the cat to do is just the tiniest little flick of her finger to knock the. So she's done all these calculations to use the minimum amount of force necessary. As that's just the way it's done. I haven't done any whiskers on this cat. I just noticed. I'm going to go back and do whiskers.
Put whiskers on the cut.
And this is another comic strip with no Fido in it.
Oh no! Is he being slowly replaced by a African woman?
We might do another behind the scenes story thing where he's upset that Felicia's getting too much airtime.
Oh, okay.
But Felicia's like one of the head writers.
Oh, so she's definitely gonna get time then.
I'm thinking of trying to do a Mindy Kaling joke where she was a head writer of The Office, supposedly.
She was one of the writers.
Right. Probably taking a little bit more credit than she earned.
Probably.
But hey, she was diverse, and that is her chief strength. Our chief strength in all of these productions is the diversity, of course.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You do not need action. See, the South Park guys came close when they were fighting with the PC principal about Miles Morales. You know, Miles Morales is cool. He actually has a storyline.
Yeah, they did say that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What we're upset about are these cheap replacements that just don't add anything. And if anything, they'll destroy. You know what we need? We need to replace Captain Marvel with a guy. I think he originally was in many. Well, Shazam was Captain Marvel.
Yeah, you said that. I couldn't tell you. Like, I don't remember who was.
It was well. It was a big copyright problem that they sort of avoided for many years, but finally, got to a gentleman's agreement so that they didn't have to sue each other. I think the case actually was that DC had Captain Marvel first, and then they turned Timely Comics into Marvel, something along those lines. Actually, I might be completely incorrect about the timing here.
Completely.
But Timely Comics became Marvel Comics, and there was at that time already a Captain Marvel. They didn't think it'd be a copyright issue, but well, Apple Computer didn't think they'd have a copyright problem with Apple Music either. Suddenly, well, they do. You never know what's going to happen in the world in the future. All right. Usually I draw the character first and then do the background, but since I've started to freehand all the vertical lines, I usually like to work from left to right, and if I had done that, I'd be risking having to put Brie Larson's ass over Felicia to keep her from smudging.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You just want to put her ass over it.
Well, her ass does cover a lot of space now, where it used to be flat and terrible in the old. Okay, let's just.
Let's stop.
Let's stop milking Brie Larson's ass for all these jokes. So now we have to pull all this together. How do we link Brie Larson with Kathleen Kennedy?
Well, isn't Kathleen Kennedy her creator? Ms. Marvel?
No.
Or
No. Completely different universes. Kathleen Kennedy is Star Wars. Brie Larson is Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, they're both Disney products, but we have the male Kathleen Kennedy in Mr. Baseball Cap. His name escapes me at the moment. Kevin Feige. The male Kathleen Kennedy, who, well, has been in his job for so long and has apparently not learned anything. Mm-hmm. Remember back in the old days where you would intern with a actual filmmaker and learn all there is to learn and maybe do small stuff and then work your way up and nope. If you're the right shape, come from the right place, we're gonna give you Aquaman.
Dun, 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 dun. Aquaman.
I tied that one together.
There you go. I knew you could do it, honey.
According to the director herself. This is just not me. But, we must have diversity, equity, and inclusion. You racist cartoonist, you.
I don't even know what to say to that. Sometimes, something's just better left unsaid.
Alright, let's see if we can get that glass in before I do bow. Physics of a broken glass on the bathroom floor. You have to try to get every piece. I think we got every piece. What do you think, guys? Yeah. Alright, let's do the window first, then we'll get bow in. Alright, now, should Bo be that angry? I don't know. I think at this point he's, I'm going to oval out the eyes. He had him on a slight angry squint. You should be expecting this by now. I'm working on one of the jokes where Bo complains that the cat has broken something every night this week in the apartment, and Felicia says, "I did not know you recognized my work."
Jokes just keep coming.
That one's funny there. Yeah, that there's a joke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Amazing. And Bo's head, of course, is interfering with the word balloon, which we do all the time. We're not going to have word balloons go over our actors' heads. Hell no. And got this button-down shirt that he wears like a blouse. And let's see, it's a guy's shirt, so what side would the buttons be on? The buttons would be
You'd
on...
know that better than I would.
Yeah. I haven't worn a button-down shirt in a while. Would they be on the same side as the left-hand pocket? Yeah. I'll have to leave that for later. Unless he's wearing a woman's shirt. That would be a complete different storyline here.
Yes, it would be. You'd have to write it in.
Well, it's Halloween, you know. They're cross-dressing for Halloween. Actually, this is coming out in November, so she will be after Halloween. Now, here's the thing. When I write the description and make the title card, can I write Bree Larson's ass? Yeah, I guess so.
I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't.
Or would it be like $A$S, $AS$? Is ass a swear that they don't want printed? Will that give me censorship problems?
I do not know.
Well, since putting the actual word ass would be funnier,
Yeah.
I think I've got to do it that way.
Okay. Do it that way.
So editorial decision made, 1 hour and 13 minutes into the broadcast.
Woo-hoo.
All right, let's, we got another one to do. Let's put this aside. Let that dry, then we'll flip it on edge and do lines in that direction. All right, this is the, you're supposed to bring the ball back. And come over here, Bree. There we go. Oh, put South Park away. Let's put Disney away. And we might as well marvel this whole thing out. We'll put the Marvels back here. Coming to a theater near you. Who has supported the Marvels more than us? Seriously.
I don't know. I do not have an answer for that. Well, we don't have the date signed on our refrigerator with arrows and
No, but I think, what's his name?
Gary.
Gary from Nerdrotic does a calendar marked. Little hearts and arrows. And
reminders the day before, reminders the night.
we don't have a theater anywhere near us, so we can't see it if we wanted to.
I know. I wouldn't even know where to begin. It would have to be in the city. Probably.
Well, they closed the one down in Fenway. Yeah, that was.
Or any other place we try to go would at least be like 30 minutes. I mean, 30 miles, 40 miles.
And another problem with the Marvel's opening, it's November 10th, and that's just far enough into the month that the usual Bree Larson audience will have already spent their child support, so they won't be able to afford a theater ticket.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, I know. Bree, you're not thinking these things through. My goodness, but that's probably not Bree's fault. That's again Disney. They're just out of touch. You got to put this film at the beginning of the month, Disney, so they still have money.
And then they go quiet.
Yeah, I'm drawing hands. Now, in this case, I put the buttons on the right-hand side. I guess I'd already thought it through. Oh, 5-button shirt. We'll go back to this guy up here. Is that on camera? Yeah. The buttons would be here. So 1 up here, collar, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th is blocked by the... Oh, okay. The bow blouse.
Bow gloves.
Blouse.
Bow gloves.
Yeah, he wears this shirt like a... All right. So you know the fall is coming because Bo's starting to no longer wear t-shirts. Now, every week I say this: you never want to draw your Fido that small. But I wanted to show some distance. That's how far this manly man that Bo is threw the ball. It was at least, what, 10 feet? 8 feet? Throwing around this ball like sore. Yeah, covers. All right. Yes. There's our hero.
Our hero. My hero.
Yeah, the more I think of it, yeah, Fido does look a little on the like he's abused his body a little too much. I had not realized it until I drew the other healthier looking dog.
You didn't know.
Yeah, Fido, the vodka shows.
Oh no.
Well, the actor has lived the actor who plays Fido has lived a little bit of an abusive lifestyle as the star of the Fido comic strip. Yeah, and I never did the whiskers up in that last one.
You're missing out on those.
1, 2, 3 whiskers on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 whiskers on that side. Because Felicia has had a rough kittenhood. And of course she stands with her paws like that. Why? Why not? Why not? What's wrong with that?
Hey, you stand like you want to stand, girl.
She is the strong, diverse character in this comic strip. Well, yes, she's the cat. The female cat. The lesbian cat. Do cats have sexualities? Do cats have pronouns?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Do cats care? If a cat had a cell phone, would it ignore your texts?
Oh, good question. Probably.
I think every once in a while I should check and make sure that I'm still on camera.
Is this still recording?
No, not
No,
that,
I know,
not
but
that it's
yeah.
recording, but maybe that I've gone off the edge of the frame.
Irving's a good cameraman. You shouldn't have to worry.
Irving falls asleep during during shoots, like everyone else does. It's not exactly a highly entertaining photo shoot here.
Photo shoot. I thought it was reading a comic.
I don't know, drawing or comic.
Drawing a comic. Well, yeah, that's true. They did some reading of the comic too.
Bob Ross is exciting compared to this.
Happy Little Trees.
The main difference between me and Bob Ross is Bob Ross would not give a fuck about Brie Larson's ass. Whereby I'm willing to I'm willing to sacrifice it for you, folks. I'll do all the heavy lifting that's required. I'll do all the heavy lifting that is required.
Well, right now you're sweating for your craft because I don't know how you're over there without a fan on.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Got a nice breeze. I'm by the windows. You're inland.
True.
So Fido the comic strip is the only comic strip out there right now who is tackling the serious and difficult questions about what happened to Brie Larson.
And?
Yep, her end. I didn't want to say Brie Larson's ass again. This is getting kind of tired.
Alright, okay.
Yeah. All right, now we got. What we're looking for here is more or less the same stable universe. You knew the frame of reference. Bo more or less always stood there, so the fence post is telling you where Bo is. So we can see the movement where Felicia appears, punches Fido, and then Fido's laid out with her returning. So I had him more or less make them all this size, just to get them underneath the word balloons. Oh well. Would have liked to have made larger characters. What the story
You
would
say that every time you do a strip. Don't make my characters small.
Trying to work left to right to avoid smudges. Everything in this, everything in this universe is to avoid smudges.
How's it working for you so far?
Fine.
That's good. You broke
No.
the silence.
Now, am I happy with Felicia's punch here? I want her to. She is a cat, so she she uses as little energy as possible. But I was thinking maybe a more dynamic of her diving, punching.
What? You okay?
Yeah, just drinking lemonade.
Oh, okay.
You know, I might want to change that. I'm not going to ink that just yet. Let's sleep on that. I don't have to ink that now. But I like how the last panel came out with her giving him the ball back. Oh, we'll use this one. Gee, I'm boring myself. I'm yawning.
Well, it's not boring, it's just that you're tired.
Yep, we completely, 100% spoiled the entire Pandaverse. But no one else is going to see it anyway, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, well,
It's on Paramount. No one's going to see it.
You said spoilers before you started,
Yeah.
so if they really got spoiled, then, that's their problem.
If I wasn't getting Paramount for free, I wouldn't own it. Just because I want Walmart delivery. It's not a streaming service worth owning. If they hadn't fucked up Star Trek, maybe it would be.
I know. Instead of everything.
Hey, if Disney hadn't fucked up both Marvel and Star Wars, Disney Plus probably would have been the greatest streaming service out there. Wow, just think how different the universe would have been. What if Star Wars was great? No, I don't even want to think about it. They're all worried about AI replacing them. AI would have done a better job. So I, for one, welcome my new AI overlords with open arms, as I'm sure they're going to do a much better job than the twat bag that we have in there now.
Oh, whatsoever do you mean? Don't say it, I'm just kidding.
Alright. Here's the cat's tail. Slight a motion to it. Up means she's happy. And Fido laid out. What? A cat beating up a dog?
Never.
Never. She sucker punched him. See, there's still like a slight twitch in the paw here.
She's just going up.
Alright, that's that. And the board is clear. Everything's got to dry. Well, thank you for visiting Fido Live. Number 68.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's, Irving, camera 1. Let's get back here so we can see the entire title card. gonna stay there, Irving? Close enough. Yeah, I like that. Much better. And gee, we almost don't have to do any repair to the board. Maybe we'll put Kathy Kennedy over there. What do you think, Kathy or Bob?
Kathy.
No, we fixed the Kathy Kennedy. Yeah, like she'd ever have a cluttered desk. You know, that would require doing work. All right, always remember to put the cap back on your ink bottle. Important safety tip that I don't think I need to tell anyone about. We shall wash our squirrel-haired brush soon. But we're out of here. See you all next week. You gonna say anything, Chief Colorist? I guess not. Let me try this again. See you all next week. You want to say anything, Chief Colorist?